Welcome back to the Transform Your Mind to Transform Your Life, the podcast. You're listening to 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. As we start the new year, one of the most trending topics is regarding habits, atomic habits. So today, I want to talk to you guys about how to transform your life with daily atomic habits. In a world that's brimming with productivity hacks and self improvement strategies, the concept of atomic habits has emerged as a game changer. Coined by James Clear in his best selling book, Atomic Habits, the term refers to tiny incremental changes that, when practiced consistently, can lead to massive transformation. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by big goals or stuck in a cycle of unproductive routines, this podcast will guide you on how to use daily atomic habits to create lasting change. So, the first thing I want to start off with is to talk about the power of small changes. Imagine dropping a single drop of water into a bucket each day. At first, it may seem insignificant, but over time, those drops accumulate into a full bucket. That's the essence of atomic habits. Small little drops every single day leads to big changes. One of the books that I've read in 2024 that actually transformed my life was The Compound Effect. And this is basically what it's talking about. Small little changes. In fact, and then, another book that deals with this same kind of effect of small little changes is the Millionaire of Babylon, the book like that, talked about saving one coin from your pay. And that one coin every week or every time you get paid accumulates to something. So it's the same thing. That is the essence of atomic habits, small, consistent habits that compound over time. And the beauty of atomic habits lies in their simplicity. Instead of focusing on radical overhauls that you know you're not going to do, because every time you think about it, you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much work, so much trouble. You focus on doing 1% better every day. Everyone can do that. Like they say, something as simple as making up your bed in the morning. A simple thing sets the tone for the things that you do during the day, because that is a habit that you actually did. You told your brain that you're going to do it, and you didn't. So this approach not only is less intimidating, but it's also sustainable. Everybody can make a goal of making their bed every day. Takes, 3 minutes or less? So today I want to talk to you about the steps to transform your life with atomic habits. Start small, but be specific. Big goals are often daunting because they require a massive leap. Like say, okay, I need to run the marathon and I'm going to start with a 10K or something. That's a lot. But if you decide to, you know what, I'm going to run between the posts, which is basically what I was doing at one point in time. I'm going to make a goal that I'm going to run between the posts, and then I'm going to do a mile, and then I'm going to do 3 miles and 5 miles. And sooner or later, you're running 26 miles. So another big goal is I want to lose 20 pounds. But you know what's the best goal? Is say you want to lose a pound a week. That is still hard to do. Trust me. But if you make that small little bicep goal a pound a week or even a pound a month, right? Sooner or later, you're going to get to the 20 pounds. Now, so another atomic habit is I will start by walking 10 minutes every morning. 10 minutes or around the block, something like that. And then you progressively progress. Small, manageable habits are easier to integrate into your daily routine, and success builds momentum. Yes, your brain, when it's been rewarded by something you say you're going to do and you do it, you light up all kinds of stuff there. But if you say, I'm going to do a 5K every day, and you don't do it, you know what happens? It goes, duh. Because your brain is saying, hey, she's never going to do anything she says she's going to do. And then the next time you want to do it, your brain is going to come by and say, you're not going to do it. And guess what? You're not going to do it. So the reward system in your brain is if you say you're going to do something and you do it. And the only way that you can, you know, be sure that you're going to do it is that you make small, easy steps, something that does not require a lot of effort, maybe not even a lot of brain power. You just do it. And that's basically how you create habits, right? So, and in this one, I love anchor habits to existing routines. We're just coming off the, Christmas holiday season. And I had a whole bunch of people coming to my house. My family came in from Canada. And you know what? I said, I got to clean up this house. I've got a big house and I have to clean it up. And you know what I did? Every morning when I woke up, right, while I was brewing the coffee, I did an hour of cleaning. And when they were gone, that habit is still there. I wake up in the morning and I'm thinking of something to do because it's a habit that I've created that is sustainable. And it's anchored to, making coffee. Some people talk about when the coffee is brewing, you do some push-ups or something like that. That's what they're talking about, anchor the habits. One of the easiest way to build a new habit is to attach it to something that you already do daily, and it's called habit stacking. For instance, another example is after you brush your teeth, you meditate for 1 minute. While waiting for your coffee to brew, you write down one thing you're grateful for. Yes, that is a habit because, the gratitude thing is very important. If you want to positively influence your energy, gratitude is one of the biggest ones, right? Because when you're grateful, you are communicating with the universe and it's all positive energy flow. So that's one thing that you can do. If you feel that you want to cultivate some positive energy in your life, then yeah, while the coffee's brewing, you sit down, you write down one thing you're grateful for. You can even pray. It's another thing you can do, habit stack. If you forget to pray, you do that then. So anchoring your new habit to an established routine creates seamless integration in your day. Number 3 is focus on identity, not outcomes. And when I read this book, The Atomic Habits, this is one of the new ones for me. Like I've been in the personal development space, I'm a coach and all that, but I never actually heard anyone talk about this one, identity. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, focus on becoming the type of person who naturally achieves your goals. So outcome based is like saying, I want to run a marathon. Identity based is I'm the kind of person who runs daily. So when I got to this one, I had to ask myself, what is my identity? What is it that I'm telling my brain, not anyone else? What is it I'm telling my brain? What is it I identify with? Do I identify as a fit, healthy person that's positive? Someone that, because I am always trying to lose weight. It's just not working, but I'm always in that space. So yes, I want to be the type of person who walks daily because I walk a 5K daily. And I want to be the type of person that is focused on longevity and making sure that I live healthy health span. It's a new word these days, not just lifespan, health span. So I want to challenge you. What is your identity? How do you see yourself in any of the goals you want? Let's say that you want to be, one of my clients wanted to be the director of a company. That was his goal. If you want a goal like that, do you see yourself? Right? Do you identify as someone who is a director or CEO? You got to know how you see yourself. So when your habits align with your identity, they become part of who you are, not just something you do. And it's much easier to get to it. Number 4 is track your progress. You know, Tony Robbins always says that you can't grow what you don't measure, right? You have to measure it. Just like when you were growing up, your parents would have this little measuring stick that they would measure you to see how you're growing. If you've got a funnel, you want to track your conversions. You want to track things. As a podcaster, I need to track how many downloads I have a week or a year or whatever. But you got to track your progress. What is it you're doing? If you said you wanted to run a marathon, are you constantly improving? Or are you still running between posts? you know, right. You should be progressively going on to 1 mile, 3 miles, 5K, 10K, and then you progressively get up there. So that is tracking your progress. And when you track your progress and you're improving, it reinforces your consistency and gives you a sense of accomplishment. You can also use a journal, an app, or a single checklist to mark off each day that you complete your habit. Some people put it on a calendar and mark it off. What I do is I have all these tasks in my calendar, and as I do them, I delete it. So it's beautiful. And if I still see something on there, carry it off over to the next day. But me removing it from my calendar means that it's completed, and it gives me a sense of accomplishment. So seeing your progress builds your motivation also to keep you going. Number 5 is design your environment for success. Your environment plays a crucial role in habit formation. If you want to read more, leave a book on your nightstand. If you want to eat healthier, stock your fridge with nutritious snacks. Make your desired habits convenient and your bad habits inconvenient. Yes, a lot of people don't bring it into the house, because if you bring it into the house, then you're constantly having to fight willpower. But if it's not there, you're not going to go to the store. You're not going to jump in your car at 12 o'clock and go buy that ice cream. So don't keep it in your fridge, right? When you're hungry, have a salad or a carrot or something. So that's what we're talking about. Design your environment for success. Some people talk about, if you want to go to the gym or you want to go for that run, you leave your clothes and your running shoes by your bed. So when you wake up, you see it, right? When the mind sees, when the brain, with the eyes see, it gets transformed to your mind. And then you might want to put on those running shoes, right? Number 6, enhance the power of habit loops. Every habit consists of a cue, a routine, and a reward. A cue, that's a trigger that initiates the habit. Example, seeing your running shoes, like I just talked about. The routine is action you take. Example, going for a jog, going for a walk. The reward, the benefit you receive. Example, feeling energized. The weight, when you go on the scale, it goes down and not up. That's reward system. So understanding the cue, routine, reward loop helps you reinforce your positive habits and replace the negative ones. So here are some common challenges. I don't have the time. Atomic habits are designed to be quick and efficient. Even 2 to 5 minutes per day is enough to build your momentum. So that I don't have the time excuse out the door. I missed a day, so, I don't want to do it because it's not going to be the same. Perfection isn't your goal. Consistency is. If you miss a day, don't let it derail you. Get right back on track as soon as possible. Now, word of advice, don't miss too many days, because your motivation is going to go downhill, right? You ever not went to the gym for months or whatever? Going back is very hard. But if you miss one day and the second day you get right back on the horse, it's much easier. The other one is, I'm not seeing results. Now, this derails a lot of people. It derailed me a lot of times. There's one time I was doing intermittent fasting and starving myself, right? And I didn't go on the scale. And then when I went on the scale, nothing moved. You want to stop, right? But I read something in this book, The Compound Effect, about somebody, the subject that, the author was talking about, is a guy that cut out 125 calories a day, which is like just a soda, right? And it took him 6 months to see any changes. Most of you cut out the soda, and a week later, when you go into scale, you want to see some movement or you want to see something. And I'm like that too. My goodness, we're all disappointed when we don't see results. But just like that example that I gave you, atomic habits compound over time. Stay patient and trust the process. Once it's something good, it's making an effect. The same way for the negative. You drink soda, you eat a burger, you do all that stuff. Maybe when you get on the scale, it's not going to go up. But sooner or later, you're going to get on the scale and you're 50 pounds overweight because the compound effect works positive and it works negative. So stay patient and trust the process. Like a seed that's planted in the soil, growth is happening even when you don't see it yet. So some real life examples of atomic habit success is a busy professional improved their fitness by doing 5 push-ups a day, eventually building up a full workout routine. A writer completed a novel by committed to 50 words daily. A family transformed their health by swapping one sugary snack for a piece of fruit every day. Same thing I talked about the 125 calories, which is, soda or yogurt or something, right? Just do that small little habit, and it compounds over time. So as we wrap up, transforming your life doesn't require grand gestures or sweeping changes. It starts with small, intentional actions, atomic habits, they're called, that build over time into remarkable results. So, what's the first atomic habit you'll start today? This is a new year. I hope that as I've been talking, something has popped into your brain. Whatever has popped into your brain, that's what you need to do. That's your higher self talking to you. So what habit can you do? What can you do when you coffee? What can you do at work? I remember it is when I was in the corporate world, I would, walk around the fountain on my break every day. Small little habits like that. So what is it that you're going to do? Remember, every great transformation begins with a simple step. Take yours now and watch as your daily habits shape a life you love. All right. If you find this episode helpful, share it with someone who can use a little inspiration, someone that you think need to implement atomic habits into their life, somebody that you're seeing that they're going down the wrong path, and you just need to steer them, put the yoke on, put the blinders on, and steer them in the right direction. And all they need to do is one little atomic step. Soon that's going to become a habit, and it's going to be the start of their transformation. So definitely like, share, and comment. So thanks again for tuning in to 5-Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. I hope you were inspired. I hope you have a fantastic 2025. Until next time, namaste.